Hello and welcome. This is the In Christ evening participation session. I'd like to welcome you to this session. In this class, we are led by our living Jesus Christ through the relational and awareness steps that we're invited to take so that we can first recognize that we are held by our living Christ, that we can learn how to recognize that and actually allow ourselves to receive that experience of being held. And then from that held place, Jesus invites us to look at the full spectrum of our day, both the wanted experiences that are happening, and learn how to gather them into ourself and receive the resources and the experiences and the opportunities that God is providing us, and ask God, how do you want me to be in relationship with these resources? And then, secondly, from that place of being held and being filled and carried by what's going well, Jesus then invites us to gather in the things that are challenging us and to bring them fully into a place of being held and rested within so that we can be reorganized through our Christ mystery and be led on a new way of responding to our challenges and our suffering. So let's go ahead and take a moment. You're going to gather your journal and you're going to gather your writing utensil, and we're going to find a comfortable place to sit. We'll be here for about the next 30 minutes. And as you gather your materials and make your way into a comfortable seated position, we will then be ready to begin our time together. I'll give you just a few moments to go ahead and get situated, and then we will begin. And as you find yourself in your seated position, we begin our time together in the same way that Jesus invites us to begin all of our moments of conscious awareness. And that is to first pause and take a moment to recognize how you are connected to and supported by the place where you are seated. Go ahead and take a moment to allow yourself to feel how your body is held by your seat. Let's go ahead and do that together now. And as you are noticing how you are held by your seat, Jesus invites us to take a moment to recognize which part of your body feels the most held by your seat. Excuse me. Which part of your body feels the most held? You're going to write those body parts down into your journal. And you can go ahead and circle that. You're saying, here is where I am already held, right where I am seated. Here is where I am already held, right where I am seated. And from that place of being held, Jesus invites us to recognize, what does that quality of support feel like to you? Does it feel like a sense of softness or a sense of stability? Go ahead and notice there's going to be your experience of a word that is coming up for you. What stands out for you in how you are being held? And as you take a moment to notice what that quality of support is, you can go ahead and circle that. And Jesus is saying, God is alive in everything that is around us, and God is alive in everything that is around us in order to offer us living provision and living support for our journey. And Jesus says we can learn how to begin to feel that aliveness by learning how to feel God alive in the seat right where we are, holding us. As you are looking at that quality of support that you feel, Jesus is saying that is God's living support being given to you. It's a living and intimate support being given to you right now. So as you are looking at that, we're letting the brain see, here is where I am already the most connected to the way that God is alive and holding me. Go ahead and take a moment and notice again, what is that quality of support that you're being provided? And how do you take a few moments to allow yourself to receive that? And then from that place, Jesus invites us to take a moment to notice what are the things that went well in your day. We're going to go ahead and write that down into our journal. And as you are taking time to recognize that, we are reading back through that list and we are reading it through to read it to Jesus. This is helping us to organize what's happening, helping our brain to arrive with what's happening. And then from that place, then we can speak to God, to Jesus from this um, more organized place, saying, here's what's alive within me, here's what was placed in my life yesterday. How is it that you want me to be in relationship with this? How do you want me to use these resources, these connections, these opportunities? Take your time, and you're going to be turning your heart and your mind and your life to Jesus. and read these and just listen and feel what it is that you're being invited to do. And then from that place, we're going to take a moment to notice what are the things that are in process? What are the things that are challenging you from your day to day? Or maybe places where you're suffering or confused or overwhelmed. We're going to go ahead and write that list down. as you are noticing how those challenges are present in your life and in your body or in your mind, you're going to take a moment and read those back through to Jesus. And we're saying, show me how to tenderly hold these in your grace and in your love. Show me how to bring myself home to God in the face of these challenges so that they can be made anew through me. And as you are going through each of those challenges, you're noticing whatever insight or whatever um, imagery is presented to you so that you can gather in more fully what is challenging you. And from that place, then you're rereading your list and you're really noticing, are there any places that are still left evoked or overwhelmed or maybe unheld? We want to slow it down enough so that we can bring everything into this living support that we're experiencing God providing us. And you can even look back and notice, what is the gift that God is already providing you right through the place where you are seated, and how is that relevant to each of these challenges that you are facing? And from that place, we remember that we can pause in the moment, and we can um, invite our brain to recognize how we are supported. We can slow down enough in order to feel God's living presence with us and feel the intimacy of that presence. What is it that God is providing us so that we may be held in something that can actually hold circumstances through us, hold others through us? And if we can slow down enough to be aware of that, um, some amazing things will begin to occur. That is my and our um, biggest challenge and blind spot. So I wish you guys a wonderful day. It is my honor to be here with you, and I give great thanks to my living Jesus Christ, who walks me deeper and deeper into this narrow path, a path that is held in living love and living grace and living capacity to reach out into the suffering within myself and to reach out into the suffering within those around me and tenderly hold them so something new can begin to occur. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care.